There were so many just little tiny attributes in the script that were so familiar to me that I had to be a part of it. Excuse me 1 second. What's up?
No, nothing.
Sorry, I hear everything.
No, nothing.
Sorry,
I'm leaning back to look at the monitor.
Oh, I didn't know it because when you guys, yeah, I hear. I'm so sorry. Hi, ADD. Okay.
No, just she does have that kind.
No, she does have that kind of naivety and freshness.
Naivety and freshness. She does get taken in by people like with Neil and the whole thing. And
she's constantly taken advantage of over and over and over, you know, and yeah, my whole life. But now I'm trying to be better, and fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So hopefully that'll keep up. Can you excuse me for 1 minute, please?
I was outside. I was like this outside, like coughing like some old. This outside, like coughing like some old dog. You know, it's like that time of year.
Do you want that down the lens?
Yes, please, into camera.
Sorry. So it's.
Fire Department 97, what's the address of the emergency?
1895 Rising Glen Road.
What's the phone number you're calling from? Tell me exactly what happened.
Oh, somebody's passed out.
Somebody what?
My daughter's passed out. We're doing back to back. Please get here quick,
okay.
please.
Okay, all right, we're going to. How old is your daughter?
She's 30. Please hurry.
She's 30?
To her mouth.
Can you feel or hear any breathing?
Can you feel or hear any breathing?
Can you feel or hear any breathing? Yes or no, ma'am? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Just a minute, please.
It just takes a second. Can you feel or hear any breathing?
Can you hear anything, Simon?
Yes or no?
Yes or no? No!
Okay, all right, listen to me carefully. I'm going to tell you how to do compressions, okay?
Brittany, please come back!
Ma'am? Ma'am? Is he still pumping on her chest?
Yes.
Okay, he needs to continue, okay?
He is.
Did anybody see what happened?
Ma'am?
Ma'am? Did anybody see what happened?
She was dizzy. She couldn't walk right. She's had a cold. Oh, my God.
Is she taking any kind of medications at all?
What?
Is she taking no medications, nothing?
Is she taking any kind of medications at all?
What?
Is she taking no medications, nothing?
The family of Brittany Murphy has told investigators the actress had been suffering from flu-like symptoms in the days before her death. Murphy died Sunday after collapsing in the bathroom of her Hollywood Hills home. Authorities now say it appears the 32-year-old actress died of natural causes. Officials say an autopsy is complete, but they're waiting for the results of toxicology and tissue testing before determining an official cause of death. Investigators also interviewed Murphy's personal physician and examined prescription drugs taken from her home.
We come out, we look at everything, any prescription meds that we do take. We will have to analyze everything and go from there.
Paramedics tried to revive Murphy, but she was pronounced dead on arrival at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center.
As they brought her down the hill to the fire truck, they were trying to administer CPR and resuscitate her. And then they got her to the fire truck, and they were trying to revive her.
The hospital said the actress died of cardiac arrest. The autopsy found no apparent signs of trauma to the body, and police do not suspect foul play.
Hey, what's going on with y'all, man? It's Black Balloon, and we back. So y'all know I had to come in real quick and talk about a few things, because to me it kind of started to get confusing at this point, right? And I just wanted to kind of break it down better than just typing it in text. You know, because as usual, you know, with all of these, you know, Hollywood celebrity deaths, actresses, actors, and so on, you know, there's always something that has to do with drugs and prescription pills around their death. You know, just about every last one of them. We get this narrative, you know, and that's why in the clip, I basically highlighted that Associated Press clip was them taking that Uptown Girls interview and basically making it about her being intoxicated. You know, because they basically edited the clip the way that they wanted to show it on their page, which that video was actually posted 5 years ago. So it's like, why would you title that video Brittany Murphy seems intoxicated? And you actually posted it, you know, 6 years basically after her death. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're still pitting out that basically her whole demise, her death, whatever, it was drugs. It was nothing else, you know, it was just drugs. And I found it odd in, you know, what I think to be just a like really fake phone call to 911. It just really sounded fake. Like I can really hear like true emotion. A lot of us can, you know, especially women, you know, y'all are better than men at really hearing emotion, you know, and that just, I mean, I don't know if it's just me or you know, maybe I'm crazy, but it didn't sound real. And I'm going to show y'all another clip where she's just sounded super fake, and we're going to zoom in, and it doesn't even look like she's crying over her daughter. It looks fake. That phone call sounded fake, and I've heard other, you know, phone calls that were fake as well to 911 to basically just juice up this entire thing. You know, it just kind of doesn't even make sense. You know, like how long did it take them to actually call 911? You know, how long did it actually take them? You know, and the fact that you know, she was pausing so much, and she actually said that Brittany didn't take any drugs. You know, well, prescription drugs. She didn't take any. So why would her mom say that she didn't take any, but the autopsy report proves different? You know, they're trying to say that she died from multiple drug intoxication, and she had hella prescription drugs in her system, basically. You know, which it says it right here as well. And it also says, although Murphy's drug use was never confirmed, the rumors she regularly used heroin and cocaine dogged her most of her adult life. So it's just like, it just doesn't make sense to me. It's like, what was it? Was it like no drugs, no prescription pills, or was it, you know? But we already know what's going on. You know, we already know the narrative that they try to paint. This is so that we fully believe that she was a druggie, and that's why she died. You know, all that led up to her having a weakened immune system, and boom, 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 she's dead at 32 years old. You know? So, to me, we get a classic case of, as I said, controlling the narrative to make us believe that she died from drugs. Brittany Murphy death, paranoid star, addicted to prescription drugs, and lived life. Recluse in a dirty Hollywood mansion. You know? Sin City star Murphy was so frightened of the paparazzi that she refused to leave her reclusive home, even for medical attention, according to the expert who investigated the deaths of Prince Diana and Jill Dando. I don't know who that second one is, but I don't know what that has to do anything. So basically, she was paranoid. She was already paranoid. Lived in a completely, quote, quote, completely mad existence with her husband, Simon. They would say that there were helicopters flying over their heads. They were being watched. Both of them were very fearful of their lives, basically. They said their house was like Fort Knox. They had surveillance cameras all around the house, and they had a security guard there 24 hours, saying that security was mad and it was completely over top, but it was because they were frightened. Said she was so paranoid that she would basically be reluctant to accept medical attention. You know, this is what they're giving us. You know what I'm saying? But if they you know, if they would go so far as having surveillance cameras all around their house, saying that they were being watched, I highly doubt two, you know, sane people. These aren't like wild, out of their, you know, just out of their mind kind of people. These people aren't crazy. You know, they definitely don't come off that way. The husband, he doesn't, you know, at all. But I don't know. Clearly, what I would just say about that is, clearly they knew what was going on. You know, it's just like Dave Chappelle said in that one interview. These people aren't crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's Hollywood, is what's actually going on that turns them this way. So they're not just living their life this way for no reason. They're not staying in the house where they feel safe at for no reason, where they have cameras at, where they built a fort, basically. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing this for no reason. So we have to accept here that, yes, you know, something is happening. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, little do you know, she ends up dying. And then he dies 5 months later. And the mom is the only one standing and finds both of them. That's pretty weird, you know? But before we go, you know, before I get into my just whole talk where we wrap everything up, you know, we got a few more clips to watch and do a little bit more digging. So y'all already know what's going on. Check out these next clips.
It's been a month since you lost her. How are you doing, Simon? How are you holding up?
I don't think I am. I don't think either of us are.
No.
You wake up in the morning and it's like a rebirth. There's not enough time to... Your dreams, be they good or bad, when you wake up, and I reach out to touch or hold my wife, and she isn't there.
Were you there when they said she didn't make it?
3 people came in, Sharon and I were holding each other, and they let us know at the same time that she hadn't made it.
But we knew before that. It was just, you know, you saw the life go out of her.
Just 5 months after Hollywood actress Brittany Murphy was found dead, police have now found the body of her husband. The body of British screenwriter Simon Monjack was found in the master bedroom of his Hollywood Hills home late Sunday.
There were no illicit drugs located, just prescription meds.
Authorities tell the AP the 39-year-old's body was found by Murphy's mother just before midnight. At this time, police believe his death is from natural causes, but an autopsy will be performed in the coming days.
Oh, he was a despondent husband last night. The family is devastated over his passing, and like I said, it is under investigation.
Today, new shocking allegations coming from her father, who says she was poisoned And Murphy's father, Angelo Bertolotti, and family friend Julia Davis are joining us now from Los Angeles. To the both of you, thank you so much. I know this is difficult. I'm sorry for your loss. We appreciate you being with us because this is really shocking to a lot of people, hearing that you believe that she was poisoned. Mr. Bertolotti, why do you believe that? Why do you think that she was poisoned?
Well, it's very suspicious, and I read the reports on the toxicology reports, and everything sounds very, very, very more or less suspicious. And I feel she was poisoned. There's no question about that. And I feel she was murdered.
Julia, was there something specific in those reports that he's talking about that leads you to believe that it was poison and not natural causes?
Yes, from the very beginning, AJ always believed that there was something very odd about Brittany's passing, and then reviewing autopsy reports, we could see that there were multiple symptoms that would usually go with poisoning, and then the test results confirmed that, where the lab found 10 heavy metals in very high quantities. So we do believe that it was poisoning, and we would like to have it properly investigated, since the coroner never tested for poisons originally.
Well, that's pretty shocking. Angelo, do you suspect somebody responsible for poisoning her? And who?
No, I don't. I don't suspect anyone. Actually, I do really, but I rather not speak about that. The question is, the fact is that she was poisoned and she was murdered, as far as I'm concerned.
Angela, how about her husband, Simon? He died also very young age. Has any additional testing been done to look at his death as well?
There hasn't been any testing done yet, but we are in touch with Simon's mother, Linda, and she very much wants to have his remains tested as well. It is our belief that Simon was also poisoned by the same means, because both Simon and Brittany exhibited identical symptoms.
Alright, y'all, it's Black Balloon coming back once again, and that was the Brittany Murphy sacrifice video. I hope y'all enjoyed that video. We're back, Sacrifice Sunday, and y'all already know what's going on. So look, you know, just to get back on here and kind of wrap things up like we always do, you know, I kind of felt like those last few clips played, you know, damn near the most important role in, you know, coming to a conclusion about what happened to Brittany Murphy. Now, obviously, let's state the obvious. Very, very strange that her and her husband die the same exact way. You can come up with a lot of different theories here. And that's why in the beginning of the video I picked was he, her handler. Was that a real marriage? Was that a real situation to begin with? You know, because I even read something about something that had to do with a visa with him. You know, him maybe marrying her for visa purposes. Who knows? I don't know. I read a bunch of stuff when I was looking all this up, you know. And, you know, I read a handler theory as well. You know, that maybe him and the mom had something going on. Maybe there was some jealousy at play, which is also why I zoomed in on that footage when the mom grabbed and caressed his hand. Now, you know, you can call that emotional, you know, type of stuff just because, you know, the daughter is dead and they had a mutual connection with the daughter. You know, obviously he was her husband. But the way she caressed his hand, it seemed kind of odd. When I was watching that clip, you know, they almost looked like a couple. You know, it looked a little weird. You know, that interview was odd, you know, to say the least. So there's a bunch of different theories we could go with here. Did they secretly have something go on? You know, was he actually behind his wife's death as well? And then they decided they had to kill him as well because maybe he knew too much, or maybe it was just a big triangle of, you know, we throw a bunch of confusion at you so you don't actually really know what's going on. Maybe this was just a straight up Hollywood sacrifice of Brittany Murphy and her husband, because you see they both were actually acting paranoid. So it's like, no matter what theory we try to create, you know, he being like her handler, or him having an affair with the mom, or, you know, who knows, no matter what we try to create, there's actually proof that they were like living in fear for their lives. So it also, you know, that almost holds more weight that these two were actually being targeted by, you know, these Hollywood star whackers. And y'all know where I get that from. We get that term from the Heath Ledger video, the Heath Ledger sacrifice video. So in case y'all don't remember, refer back to that video. So anyway, you know, maybe they were, you know, genuinely like afraid for their lives. And this is why they were living that way, because they both knew that, you know, they had, they were being targeted, you know. They knew that their lives were in danger, you know what I'm saying, by whatever the hell might have been going on in Hollywood. Who knows? You know, I even saw something about Brittany supposedly testifying about some kind of whistleblow situation, which, you know, I didn't go too deep in it because I didn't really, you know, I couldn't find anything that really, you know, just certified that. You know, I couldn't find anything to just, you know, actually go with that narrative in the video, you know, as if to why they were being so, you know, cautious about their lives. Cameras all around the house, and helicopters following them, and, you know, shit like that. Which also, guess what? Every sacrifice video we do, we always have something to go back to another sacrifice video to where we can make a connection. Because guess what? In that Paul Walker video, in the portion where I did the video about Michael Hastings said that helicopters were flying over his apartment and they were following him. And now Brittany Murphy and her husband, they said the same thing. So we're getting, you know, obviously these cases have nothing to do with each other, but we're getting similar accounts of how, you know, they basically play with these people, you know, make them afraid of their life, you know. And like I said in the clip earlier, these people are not crazy. Just like Dave Chappelle said, I'll say it again, they're not crazy. They're not making this up. So, you know, we got to pay attention to this, you know what I'm saying? Because they're telling us what's going on, you know. And maybe this was a slow death. Maybe they really did get poisoned, because they said that Brittany reported having shortness of breath and, you know, basically getting sick 7 to like 10 days before she actually died. So maybe this was a slow death. Maybe this was some kind of injection, you know, who knows? But for the husband to actually die the same way 5 months later, and then I want y'all to pay attention. Y'all have to pay attention to these videos, you know, because I'm here to break everything down to you. But at the same time, I want y'all to notice stuff for yourself as well. Because if you pay attention to both videos, when they explain how they die, they said it the same way. Like, look, yes, yeah, they died the same way. But if you listen, they actually repeated the words like in the same fashion. You know, the husband died from natural causes. You know, no drugs or nothing. No. They said prescription drugs were there, I think. I forget exactly how he worded it, but go back, listen to the clip where they, like, you know, how they announced Brittany Murphy dying, and then listen to the clip of how they said her husband died. They used the same exact frame, you know, frame of words to put the video out, basically, you know, to put the clip out. And I just found that very odd, you know. I found that almost more odd than them actually dying of the same thing. Twin cases? My bad, I done had it on the screen for forever. I know y'all just looking at the screen on the same shit, hearing me talk. But look, twin cases of severe being anemic, basically anemia, and fatal pneumonia and say that the mold, there was no factor in their death, you know? And the weird thing, if, all right, there's mold in the house and, you know, it affects them and they die or some shit like that, then how come the mom is living? How come they get sick, die 5 months apart from each other, but the mom, ain't nothing going on with the mama? Nothing. You see what I'm saying? So that doesn't make sense of them two to die within a few months of each other from the same respiratory illness. They died from the same thing, according to the autopsy. Anemia and pneumonia. Bro, when does that happen? Within 5 months? When does that happen? Look, it is unusual, quote, it is unusual to have two people die of similar circumstances with pneumonia. We've been looking at it and saying something isn't right. I'm not saying you can't get pneumonia from mold, but we did all tests on it. Mold did not come up in the toxicology report. What else do I need to say? What else do I need to say? The eerie similar deaths of Brittany Murphy and her husband. That's it. That's it. That's the proof right there. It's not eerie similar. It is the exact same thing because they were both killed. They were both sacrificed. So no matter what theory we come up with, we know what happened. You know, it's right there in our face. It's right there in our face. And when I started going back over this one and really going down this rabbit hole, I was like, oh, wow. It's right there. And they sacrificed him. They sacrificed him on Sunday. Let's see when the exact date of Brittany Murphy's death was. Brittany Murphy, she died December 20th, 2009. And what day would that have been? I didn't see what day that would have been. Let's find out real quick. December 20th, 2000 and... My bad, y'all. December 20th, 2009. Wow. They sacrificed her on a Sunday, too. Wow. December 9th was December 9th in 2009, y'all, was on a Sunday. And he died on a Sunday 5 months later. And I actually didn't know that the entire time. So I hope y'all watched this video to make it to this point. I didn't know that the entire time. And now after that, I don't have anything else to say. They both died on a Sunday. They both died the exact same way. This was one of the most obvious sacrifices that I've done on this channel. I'm not going any further. It's Black Balloon, Sacrifice Sunday. Once again, I hope y'all enjoyed that video. We coming back. More videos, more content, more me, more you. Black Balloon. I'm gonna see y'all soon.